I guess we will go live.
Let's
Hey.
leave. El
Good morning.
vivo. Nos estamos al
Good
vivo.
afternoon.
Nadia has finally gone international.
Yes.
Hi,
I think
guys.
we should start a bail bond for Nadia while she's out of the
There
country.
you go.
Hi, guys. We should start it. I didn't need to
She's
hear
been
that twice.
hoodwinked and hogtied.
Hey, you know what? When you manifest and you push it into fruition, I'm hoping that will help push us closer to the bonds that we want.
There
So
you
I'm
go.
living the life I'm expecting to live in.
Well, I know that you guys are manifesting sunny skies. It is sunny here today. King would be miserable, but at least the sun is
Well,
out.
actually, no. Yeah, I am miserable because it is sunny this morning. It was supposed to be raining. Darn it.
Well, we're under a freeze warning, believe it or not. We've decided to revert back to winter. So
Oh my God. Are we on the third winter? Winter's coming. Jen, you should do that on the show. You should just look at the camera and go, winter's coming.
I think we have enough code words at this point.
They click their heels 3 times and go, there's no place like home.
Yeah. Oh, how have you guys been since I left the country? And I'm not like, what's her name? That I left the country.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell. I didn't leave the country.
I'm broke and miserable.
I am taking turns and taking care of my parents because my sister is leaving, so I had to be here. Had to.
How
All right.
is Snyder adjusting?
We will talk about him. He has changed. I told him before I left, if you have to leave and bring Schnooter in, go ahead, because Schnooter does well with my sister. So
Okay.
I think somebody else came in, so that may be one of my questions. That I'm going to type it in right now.
Nadia has a new category of Vippies. She's claiming air Vippies now. So
Until I find my notebook.
yeah.
I'm so new here that I haven't even unpacked yet. So
whoever's
I
keeping
have
tally.
Air Yet.
Okay. Would you like me to do the brief announcements?
Please.
Jen, just did.
Ooh,
We're
yes.
sending it to Jen.
Yes. I'm always told to lead with a positive, but how about we lead with the negative and then go to the positive?
Yep, and better.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the reasons that we've been pushing hard for you guys to make even a small, tiny investment into foreign currency, leave humanitarian out of it, is because in order for you to exchange the second baskets and beyond, you will have to be an accredited investor. Okay. So if you're waiting for the first basket to go and then you didn't buy anything and then you want to run out and buy some, you won't be able to exchange it, because if society finds out, and they will find out, everybody is going to run out and buy it and then want to be a part of it later, and they can't. They're going to cap it. So if you don't have anything in the first go around to RV, you will lose all opportunities to go later. So even if it's just a 99-cent Bolivar, okay, they have them on 100 trillion, they have them on AppMax, any of these currency places, you can get them for $1. So if you can buy something, it's better than nothing. Okay, but you must exchange the first go around in order to be able to exchange further currencies. Okay. And I know some of you don't have currencies and are going to not be happy with me. Yeah. Are we voguing? Ooh.
Yeah. We just got news that if you go on 100trillion.com, that actually, I don't know about the agro checks, but you got 100 billion. Normally $20 is $12.50.
Those are the digitals.
What is that?
Digital.
No, but there's no digitals on it. and
Oh.
also Boulevard, which we are not sure yet, right? But you
Yeah.
can do it as coming in. Normally it's $10. It's $6.99 for 100 million Boulevard. So those are the daily deals of today.
Yeah.
We said 100 trillion. You every day is a daily deal. Some of them don't are not part of the baskets as of yet. But if you go and you can, there are sometimes where they'll have it for 50 cents or a
Yeah.
dollar. Just make yourself that you're on a record, so they have you as a purchaser.
To get in the system, and that way you can be accredited in any basket that you want to do after that. You'll be able to do. Okay. Somebody made a great point on Mark this morning that some of the hotel chains, I know Hilton Hotel is doing this, fast food like McDonald's, some of the bigger chains are now offering for you to make your purchases not only with the US dollar, but you can use the Vietnamese dong and Venezuelan bolivar.
Really?
So that means they are anticipating the RV.
That's amazing. I mean, I was hoping you were going to say a Happy Meal would give you a Iraqi dinar.
No, it doesn't work that way, but they're offering it as
Happy
a
Meal?
payment form, which is good.
I don't even know how they're going to run that. That's amazing.
I have no idea, but it's still good news. All right. That's all I have on the currency end. I would like everyone out there to pray for the Andrews family here in Kentucky. They had a 9-year-old little boy get swept into floodwaters this past Friday and lost his life. So his name was Gabriel. Okay.
Let's all give prayer to Gabriel and his family.
Okay. That's all I got, King.
Alrighty. You have
Is that the good
anything?
news? What was the good news?
That the some of these chains, like the hotels and the restaurants, are offering being able to exchange. It's a great sign.
Okay.
I mean, the markets are going to yo-yo. Don't pay. We got the bull this morning, the Taurus bull, and that's always a sign to watch the markets. They're going to do this all week long. It is not a big deal. Everything has to balance out.
Well, I have my connection here now.
Okay.
I found my connection. And this is the thing, people who refuse to understand what's actually going on, but the mole is going that way and they know how to read it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're telling them invest more, because when it goes crashes like it did over the weekend, that's when people buy. So how are they going to know when it's time to withdraw money?
I don't know. That's why I stay away from it.
Yeah. But we were trying to talk to him because he had all his grandkids invest. So I had my son ask him, when should we take it out? He goes, no, buy more right now. So if it crashes, you don't know what's actually going to happen.
Doesn't it all supposed to crash before we go into the gold standard?
Supposed to. Because right now, a lot of it's manipulation. They want to be able to control the currencies without revaluing. Now, that's why he's pushing the tariffs. He's trying to force it to balance out.
Yeah.
And Vietnam was actually one of the first countries that came back and said, okay, no more tariffs, so zero tariffs, because Vietnam wants to outdo China.
Oh, yeah.
And so they've got to fix their currency. So that's a very, very good sign.
Let me see. I know gold went down, and we always get close to $35 on silver, and then it tanks again. Oh, it tanked.
It did tank. That's because the market took a dive this morning, but we were warned that it would go up and down. Crude oil is actually below $60 a barrel, so that's good. So you'll be able to start to see that at the pumps soon.
Yeah, so if you invest in crude oil, the higher the pumps at the gas tank, the more money you're making if you invest. So yeah, and they both. So when I said that both gold and silver tanked, this is a good time to buy silver if you can.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can look at it in a bad way and you can look at it in a good way. So if you can take advantage of the bad way, take advantage of it.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So-
do you have anything from Renee?
I
Oh my
do.
God. He's making us work already.
Oh yeah. He ain't playing. The first one I actually have is from Sister Deb.
Okay.
All right. She said, "Hey, this is a long question. All right, so the rest of you just lean back and take a nap." All right. My son JT has been told that he needs 5 root canals. I always heard that the teeth roots were connected to organs in the body and we shouldn't have the roots removed. He is working part-time at Jersey Mike's sandwich shop to get 30 hours a week to apply for medical hardship. What can Spirit tell me about these teeth connected to roots going to organs and whatnot? And is this something he should do or not do? Is there another alternative to getting root canals? I just need to see if there's any direction for him with this question. Thank you so much.
Well,
Okay.
even if you answer the question, is he willing to accept it? It's all free will for him. Teeth are connected that way, and they're also antennas.
Yeah.
So that even the wisdom teeth they wanted to remove because those were even higher antennas. So root canal, if they give him a usually type of antibiotics, it'll get rid of the inflammation.
Mhm.
What do we get? The clove. You can chew on cloves. And I forgot there is a powder that will regrow the calcium. So once you cover the
Okay. Understand.
once you cover the well, that's not good. Okay. No, I forgot what it's called. There is one that regrows cavities. And it's basically remove the infection first, then cover up the area so the calcium can grow. And
So-
coconut oil, yes, Roman. You're right. There's so many different ways, Deb, but it depends on which way he's willing to do. Should he go forward?
This is confirming to go forward with it, to do it. This is, it's an okay agreement. Absolutely. To continue, if that offer's being made for the medical hardship, he'll be fine. He's divinely protected.
Mhm.
Look at it this way. If he does it now, he gets in a med bed later, it would regrow everything anyway.
It will, but I think he has to wait to get into his hardship. He's not there yet.
Yeah. He's divinely protected. It says go ahead.
He's set on the root canals. Okay.
Well, that's his choice. So
It's his choice.
Spirit said don't worry about it, that he'd be okay.
Navy took all my wisdom teeth out, so I have no more wisdom left.
Nothing, not a drop. I know. All right.
Also a funny bone, I think.
No
Oh,
humor.
I gave it to you.
I almost fell off this floor.
Thank you, Marcy, for the coffee, love.
Yep.
And I have Sister Renee.
Okay.
Why and who is blocking the sun in my area? Is anyone really even doing anything about it? I just wish we could have blue skies all day here. Well, preach to the choir, sister. Yeah. Let's see. Is
There's no
anybody
sun.
blocking the sun?
Was she talking to chemtrails again?
But she didn't mention chemtrails. It just says blocking the sun. So just overcast. I mean, she is in California, so
Who was that?
Renee.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Is someone deliberately blocking the sun? They don't want you getting that vitamin D.
Then I should add my question here too.
I'm getting bad military.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, she said there are chemtrails. Now, whether you believe me or not, I'm just telling you what Spirit says. This says Mr. T has had to stand up against who was doing it, like the bad guys, the bad military that Nadia was talking about. Here's your sun card in the past. And Trump is trying to reverse all the negativity that has come out. So they're still in this cleansing thing.
Okay.
And in order to do that, they have to, you know how they were seeding the clouds before. So whatever, they have to do it again, but it's a neutralizer, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Just trying to reverse the process.
bad guys are being taken down. You will have better, clear skies, sunny skies, but you have to give it time. This is still a cleanup thing.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. It's never sunny there. Well, that was they want people miserable, but it's in the cards they say that Trump is trying to reverse it. You've got to give it time. California is going to be one of the last to be completely cleaned up. It's that bad. So be patient.
I can imagine the bad people doing that to make people depressed, and then you see King over there going, "Yay! I love
Yeah.
this."
Woo!
It would
Let
totally,
it rain. Let it rain. Let it rain.
it would totally confuse them. Wait, are we making them happy?
All right.
That's all you got?
That's all I got, love.
All right. I got at least one coffee.
Okay.
One from Marcy. Yes, one. And thank you for the coffee, Marcy. Is the Sphinx face really a bird face or a face of a dog? Between the front feet, is there an entrance? So there's two questions in one.
It's Toth.
That's
What? Huh?
what I was going to say. It was tough, but okay. Is the Sphinx face really a bird's face? Is it really a dog's face?
And a card fly out.
Yeah, it's I got like maybe more dog, but it depends on which timeline you see it in. Like,
Yeah, because the timeline that I'm thinking of, it's a human.
Okay, let's check that one.
The divine feminine.
Mhm.
Is it like a lion or
Nefertiti.
Nefertiti? So funny, they're yeses, all of them, but the strongest one. Okay. It's whatever you make it to be, I guess. Is it?
Whatever dimension you're in.
Yeah, it really has to do with where you're at.
Yeah.
For some people, it looks one way. It's like reading ink blots. What do you see? Some people, somebody might see butterfly, and others might see a pair of butt cheeks. We don't know. So
It's a Rorschach test. The first Rorschach test.
Mother-in-law killing a chicken. I don't know.
Yeah. About the door, it's very faint. Yes, very faint. Yes, I don't know.
as far as the door, it's more like a window that
It's a drive-through.
been blocked. Yeah, I'm getting more window. You see all the windows in these cards. So it's small, but easily blocked. So they can actually camouflage this. It's not obvious, but there is some type of entrance. Yes.
So, Jen, you think it's like one of those Egyptian drive-through windows, so you can get
It
your
absolutely could be.
Mhm.
Yes.
You have to know the magic words.
Oh, okay.
I want some sesame on that bun.
Yeah. Open sesame.
Let me see. Make sure. Should be the only one I got. Yes. All righty. We are still open for questions. If you want to put them in for now, we'll start with the start. From Mary. Yesterday, Jason Bryant announced he was ending Light Warrior Network. Will his new podcast help the children? Children. I'm guessing there.
So he's ending. Who's Jason Bryant?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know Jason Bryant. Wasn't it?
It sounds familiar, but I don't know. Ending Light Warrior Network.
Okay.
Will his new podcast help the children?
Dennis, can you remember Jason? But I don't remember Bryant being his last name. It's the other
yeah. That's
King
right.
of-
Yeah,
King
Jason.
of what? King of.
That is the brother of.
Kristen?
No, not
Kristen.
Kristen. No, the other Jason. Jason.
He has Light Warrior Network,
Is his last
and
name
he's been
Bryant?
going on with Lady D.
Oh, okay. So he wants to end it?
He wants to end the Light Warrior Network and then start a new podcast to help the children. I'm assuming.
Okay.
Says yes. You have a page and an Ace of Cups. Yeah. New Journey is actually going to help teach kids how to avoid the devil.
Oh, excellent.
So that's good.
It is good.
I don't remember Bryant being his last name. Maybe it's a Mandela
Yeah.
effect.
Mandela effect, yeah. I remember it. It just took a while.
It
That's
is
why
Bryant.
it sounded familiar. I don't know who this next person is.
Well, then
Must
don't
be
ask
new.
it. And that pretty baby on there.
You know what? I really got to ask longer questions.
Did Schneider leave and a different dog spirit take his place? Yes, Mr. Hyde. He's tearing up your room now.
But it's not Schneider.
It's not Snooter.
Yeah.
You have a third.
No, there's a fourth one.
Oh,
There's insert name, but I don't know this one.
Sybil?
It could be.
That's
Uh-oh.
funny. Yep, there was a transition. Schneider's energy spirit is with Mama there, Queen of Wands.
I thought so.
Yeah. His energy passed through this portal-like entrance. So let's see who's stuck around.
Funny thing, this morning I meditated on the balcony and I heard this dog barking and I'm like, you are not here.
Okay. Whoever is the pompous one is in there now.
Yeah, I think it's insert name.
Yes, the
Sybil.
one that look at me, how glorious am I? Yeah. Suppressing Snooter.
Because Snooter, he's a lover, not a fighter.
I know he's leaning on his hoe. He's like, I'll just wait. Okay.
No, he's Snooter's been abused. So every time a Snooter comes out, it's amazing how you could see a physical difference in a dog.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So when Snooter comes out, he has a cut on his nose that looks a little bloody.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's Snooter. And then when Schneider comes in, it's all dried up and like it's healing.
That's
So-
because when you're gone, he's running Basement Fight Club. I'm just saying.
What time is it?
I'm starring.
2:30. How many questions do we have? Agora? Agora?
Oh, you want water?
I don't know. Now. Sorry, guys. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Pay no attention to that dog outside.
Or the man behind the curtain.
All right, I think I'm up to date. Dragonfly. My brother passed away in 2022, 1 week after my best friend. Any messages from him? Sorry to hear.
There's our King of Wands. Did you start your new job? As a reminder, most of the messages they give us is have more fun and stop worrying.
Mm-hmm. Or have patience.
Yeah.
He did not start his new job. Just chill at home.
Are you really worried about how he passed? Because that's worry, and it's just unnecessary. Just stop. He says, "Stop worrying about it. I'm good." Right? He's happy. He had a strategic exit date. All right, his cycle in this world had already ended. He knew this.
He went willingly.
So he's telling you to keep. This is a worker bee card. Keep manifesting. Keep manifesting what you want because you can have it all. There's that happily ever after. And that's also we'll be together again. Okay. So he's just encouraging you to use your gifts to manifest the world you want. Okay. He speaks to you all the time. King of Swords is in here. He's constantly talking to you. So this is one of those things where you have to be still, be in the moment, and kind of pick up his energy and allow him to speak or give you signs. You have to be in tune. The problem with humanity is we're so distracted and busy that we don't pay attention when they're literally yelling in our ear. Okay. Okay.
Tyler. I heard this was the last wave of the Cabal psychic attacks. Is this legit? They were at it tough last night.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were.
This was the last. We're praying for that. But I don't know. Yeah, we gotta know. It says no.
I think it really depends. It depends on your frequency. Okay, so if you're a lower frequency, lower energy, they can still get to you. Higher frequency people have already moved on. They can't touch us. Basically, remember that's my fuck off card. We told them that. And so they can't touch the higher frequency. They will continue to battle lower frequency people because they're easy targets. So it really just depends. That's why another reason it is to keep your frequency up and high. So if you're emotionally stable and happy and good and at peace, you're not going to be affected. Okay.
Okay. Well, you know what? Since you said that, I may have to leave early. We're taking my daddy-o to the airport. He's got a little thing to do. Your oracles today, everything has to do with change. A lot of the numbers came up with the number 5, guys. Changing the emotions, changing the frequency, there's going to be a lot of obstacles your way to see, did you really change?
Yeah.
So if the same thing comes back at you and you're triggered, you haven't changed yet. Also, your tokens equaled 1 was 5, change again, and then 20, which equals 2. So that's more of partnerships.
Yeah.
So they're getting you ready to change your views, change communication, because partnerships is going to come very important right now.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll probably be on for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to have to leave if that's okay.
Okay.
All right.
Nadia will disappear from screen in a flash.
Ooh, magic tricks on Monday. Magic Monday.
Yeah, I'm staging
No, I'm
right.
not Magic Mike.
Uh-oh, Magic Mike.
Oh,
Oh,
no parents. Okay.
I don't have a bucket here.
All right. Terry, will our kitchen be finished sometime this month? It was torn apart back before Christmas, and we're still waiting for the countertop.
Have you been good? You might get it for next Christmas.
Terry, just slap you some
Glue some wood together.
there you go. Just some subflooring or something. Slap it up there.
Oh yeah, there's so many different ways you can have a temporary counter. Okay, will her kitchen be finished?
One of the first things some guys learn in shop class is how to make a chopping block.
I'm getting a yes.
Stick together.
Getting a yes.
It's a strong yes. Manifesting. You have it. Yeah. Actions are being taken. Absolutely.
Find a mill shop and get her done.
You might want to reach out to the company that you made the deal with. The Two of Cups there. Whoever you have a contract to, who you ordered it through.
Yeah, partnership contracts. Oh my God.
Find out what the delay is or what the holdup is. But it says, yeah, absolutely. There's another ace. So you definitely will be getting it. I wonder if it's within 10 days. 10, surely that's not 10 weeks.
No, I got 15 by the 15th.
10. Well, that's within 10 days.
Well, there's a lot of ways that if you call, not be angry, but a little firm, you'll get a quicker turnaround.
That means you can't tell them to fuck off.
Oh, yeah. It's like the refrigerator episode.
Yeah.
No, actually, we told them, we called the company we bought it from, and then they called LG, who actually made the refrigerator. LG told them they could fuck off if they didn't deliver it. They would end their contract.
Yeah.
So, surprise! We got a refrigerator. So.
Also, check your contract. There should be a timeline how fast it takes your kitchen to be done, and you can use that as leverage.
I'm asking Pendulum.
Oh, can you now?
Wait.
Yes, you can. All I had to say was, all right, this is my name. This is the way you spell my last name, and you'll hear from my lawyer. I got my house.
Oh. Almost got it.
Oh, come on. I need my eyes.
Pendulum is spelling out April 13th. That's within 10 days, and it's by the 15th, like King said. So let's go with that energy.
Yes, indeed.
All right, guys. Love and light. Sorry, I can't join the fun. I'm going to have to come back and listen to
you.
Love the family.
Take your family with you, your camera with you.
Family or camera? Which one?
Your camera for the family.
All right. Bye.
All righty.
Bye.
She disappeared. No more Vippies. Okay. Charlene, are we even sure the Boulevard will be in the first basket?
No. Now, if you're asking if you just want to get your foot in the door, no, we're not, because Venezuela has to get their governmental crap together before they can RV. But what you can do is, if you have it, you'll be able to call the number and say that you do have foreign currency, that it's Bolivar. Don't tell them how much you have. And they might offer you an SKR, safekeeping receipt, and that way they can open an account and have it ready for you for when it does RV. It's just the fact that you need to have something. Okay.
All right. Tyler. I had to deal with a witch on Saturday. Did I make her uncomfortable?
You better not be talking about our Julesy. I'll thump your head. No. I kind of get the feeling I may know who you're talking about. Let's see.
Was it a good witch or was it a bad witch?
Ooh.
Which is which? Yes, you did, is what I get.
Wow. I think you had some powerful words, even if you said them to yourself like a prayer.
What
So
you think?
I almost get the feeling like she was all high and mighty and you flipped her wheel upside down. Like you changed the atmospheric energy. And so she suffered a lot. This is loss, depression. You almost threw her off. That's heartbreak and disappointment. And eventually she surrendered because you had very powerful words and thoughts. So you were shining your light, and yeah, she is still almost this is inner conflict. She's still battling within herself because of you blocked it, her negativity. So good for you.
Yes. From Remy. Were you guys talking about XRP? I think that was at the beginning. And no, we were discussing the currency and bonds, I believe.
Yeah. Foreign currency, not crypto.
Now, is that one going to reach $20 or go big? The XRP, I would assume.
We'll find out. I don't do crypto. If I can't touch
either.
it in my hands, I don't do with
Yeah,
it.
I'm saying.
But I can ask.
Crypto is digital, and they can do anything with digital. They can even cut you off. So I do know.
You're gonna have some fluctuation. So it's kind of do this yo-yo thing. Don't fear what it's gonna do. It will be a good fresh start for the crypto. So it's going to make progress. There's a little bit of a warning here. Be careful who you are investing XRP with. There's a lot of scammers out there. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to cover the buttocks. And gets embarrassed. That's being hoodwinked. So if someone's offering it, make sure it's legit. Okay. But base card is a huge ace. So it says that it will reach that.
Nadia. Did I bring the chemtrails here? Here would be Brazil. My sister said it was blue skies here before. I think they're following Nadia around.
You know what? Wings showed me something interesting. He said, don't always think they're chemtrails. Are you sure that they're not over light workers? You'll find grid patterns that are formed from angels.
Oh, did not even know that.
He's showing me angels crisscrossing, that they follow their light workers. And it's almost like a barrier that they put over their light workers.
I did not realize they left vapor trails.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Thank you, Wings. That's just another rabbit hole to go down.
This is angelic.
Very nice.
Okay. So they follow over Mama Gaia. That's where the light workers are. See the little baby that's glowing? Yeah. These are the light workers. This is a good positive grid pattern the angels are creating. Okay.
All righty then. Charlene, will Disney really be closed this year and all the nefarious disclosure finally be released?
Well, let's do the first part. Will it close this year?
I get a fairly strong yes. Will they take Toto with them?
They're exploring the idea. Okay, so looking into the future, this is looking at contracts. They're worried about the almighty dollar. How much money are we going to lose? So they're negotiating right now. Be patient. There's your temperance. This has to be a very strategic move when they bring this information and disclosure out.
Yeah.
We're going to have to wait. It is coming, but we're not in control. We will win this, but like I said, it's as far as them closing, they're looking financially how they'll be able to do it, and then the disclosure is going to take time.
Yep. Terry, are all members of Congress 2.0?
You know what, Terry? I think you're onto something. If they're not physically 2.0s, a lot have masks on. But yeah, I'm starting to think so. Let's see. Maybe it'll at least give us a percentage if it's not all of them.
Yeah, I'm getting yes.
Wow. This says, yeah, all the new ones you see. Absolutely. Or a different version. The old ones have been taken out and they had new ones step in. Okay. Okie dokie. So it may shock you. It's going to shock a lot of people if they find out. I think it's going to be easier to take a lot of them down, though. But it is coming. Your base card is the Eight of Wands. So, okay. It confirms, Terry.
I seem to have missed Roman's question, so I'm looking.
Maybe he's still chasing lightning bugs.
Well, let's put one up there. Tyler. Where did the horse and buggy people come from? Were they clones or GMOs or something?
Horse and buggy people?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Are we talking about like Amish people?
That would probably be what he's talking about. While I look for his question. The Amish, I believe.
Would you believe me if I told you that it looks like that they're an experiment to see how they blend in? It's something new to see how they would go up against the masses.
Mhm.
Wow. They're also a distraction. To see to look for if they had the strength to get people to follow them, to lead a more natural life with Gaia. It's an experiment to see how many would. It's like, which door do you choose? So, it's like an experiment just to see how many would give up modern technology and all of the, I guess, the conveniences of the world. And obviously, no one's conforming to that, and they're actually losing some of their populations because the world is evolving so fast. So, but I get more of an experimental thing. Did you find Roman's question?
I'm still looking. Terry, was Genghis Khan a Tartarian?
If I remember
I don't know who
correctly,
Genghis Khan was. I know who Genghis Khan was, but not Genghis.
to my understanding, he was a redhead that some people tie him with the Anunnaki, but let's see. He was Tartarian. It would make sense. It has a lot to do with the Great Wall of China and which side he was on defending.
Well, I find this interesting. I've gone all the way to almost the top. I still haven't found this question. Roman, just retype the question. If you could, please.
Terry, it confirms. This says yes. It's almost like he was battling with the Chinese dragon here in that area. There's a war going on, and he was defending Tartarians because they were being removed from their land. This is part of the Great War that went on. There's an off-worlder here. So I think it also ties in with what they called the red-headed Anunnakis. But positive, because we were also told that a lot of them came back to right their wrongs. So it's just another one of those things where we take all of our education that we've learned about Genghis Khan and pitch it out the window.
Remy, are all the nonverbal autistic children who are telepathic going to be the 144,000? I didn't know that, Tyler. His wife was Genghis Khan in a past life.
Oh, okay. They have a lot to do with it. They have a partnership with it. They have a part to play in this. They are of the divine creator. This is more about families. These are bloodlines. These are positive, divine bloodlines. They can play a part in it, though. Especially the ones that see things beyond the veil. Some are very, very talented and they're very spiritual. So I can't say all of them, and I really can't say how many. Some of them are. But this really has to do with family generations and bloodlines, or the 144,000. Yeah, this has to do with certain families. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Roman, if you want your question answered, put it back into the chat because I'm about ready to pause them. Let's see, Violetta. My friend who is in an assisted living home has a lot of health issues. Will she get better?
Let's see.
I'm getting like depends. Maybe a change of something. Could we change a diet or something like that?
Hers is more of mental. This is anguish and worry and depression. Yeah. She's got to get in a partnership with, this is like medbed. She should get excited about emotionally healing, but right now this is all a mental process. Yeah, she has to start thinking more positively and stop arguing with yourself and everything around her. This is very negative energies. If she would just change that, she would get better even before the med beds. Frame of mind is everything.
Okay. Jules. Do the birds feel my frequency because none of them are flying away when I get near them lately?
Oh, yeah.
The birds. First thing that passes through my mind, Alfred Hitchcock.
The any animal, if your frequency is high enough, man, they'll just walk right up to you.
You go out into the forest and hold your finger out there and have the birds chirp away. Like Snow White.
Yeah, because they can see beyond the veil, and they see the divine, and especially when you make loving offers. So, and I love the Knight of Cups because it's always about tread lightly. So they're saying, now, Jules, it's okay to make friends with the birdies. Please don't go try to hug a grizzly bear or like a bison, the big fluffy cows. Let's not play with them, okay? Just say it.
Am I echoing on your end?
No.
It's
all in your head.
Echoing on King of Wands' end. I think it's his hearing aid. I don't know.
Could be. It's either that or there are two of you. Oh boy.
There could be.
There could be.
Okay, I guess Roman doesn't really care that much about his question.
He said he typed the question a few times. He's still said
I'm not getting them.
I don't see him either.
Put a big Q.
So now this is a problem where we get shadow banned, and it depends on what's in the question. You can always email it to me, and I can ask it that way.
Yeah, that's an idea. Let's see, Victoria's Moon. Aaliyah hurt her eye yesterday, and her mom put a patch over it. She won't allow me to check her eye this morning. Is her eye okay? Is she just afraid? Still healing is what I'm getting.
It is still healing. There may be issues that you can't see. You're gonna have to be
Be
the
patient.
adult in this and tell her I'm taking the patch off. You need to see because there could be a hidden problem here. And it's kind of paused in its healing actually. Okay, so this says obviously keep your faith, but when the emperor comes in, this is not in reference to Mr. T or anything. The emperor is just a higher leader, higher authority, higher knowledge. So you might want to go talk to a doctor. You're just going to have to put your foot down and remove the eye patch to see because there could be a hidden problem. Okay, Wings is showing me like a scratch on the, it could be a scratch
Retina.
on the retina, the cornea, something like that. So, yeah, nothing to mess with.
Jules, does it look like today is the best day for Casey to cash in her 401k?
That's always fun. Lee had to do that before. It took 8 weeks. Then he had to pay it because they got to take all the taxes out of it. Ugh, pain.
I'm getting yes.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I know she's weighing her options right now. And she's just arguing with herself. I think she has a fear of, well, what, I don't know how much she's going to get or worried about what she'll do with it. And she's trying to avoid being disappointed. But this is pursue it. Absolutely do it. Now, use your ace. You definitely need go ahead and do it. Start the paperwork because it's a sword. So contracts, things like that. Absolutely do it. She's going to talk herself out of it.
Match. I had a dream about my grandma who passed. What message does Spirit have for me? Leave it alone.
Okay. King Roman's question is he has one at 1:56 my time.
Got it.
Okay. All right, Roman. I saw that one.
Yeah, I see that one.
Okay.
Maybe you didn't put Q's on the other one. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, we got it. Let's see. We got 8 left. Well, I might be able to make it. All right.
Yeah. Had a dream about
Imagine like a message from Spirit.
Moon, yeah, she is probably afraid to tell you because a lot of times they're scared. They don't want to hear, I've got to go to the doctor. Like I'm saying, if you look at take that eye patch off, you'll probably have to take her anyway. She's just afraid. She doesn't want to go. I mean, I don't even want to go to the doctor. So, but you just gonna have to put your foot down. It is fear. Grandma who passed. Grandma's trying to tell you something. Let's see.
Allegedly.
Okay. You surrender way too easily. She wants you to think happy thoughts. This is nostalgia memories. Like, remember the good times and charge forward with that. You need to balance your life out a little bit better. This is more gumption and determination, but you argue. She says, stop arguing with yourself. Okay. She's trying to get your attention. If this is a mindset that if you can change the negativity, this is when all the new stuff comes in. The time for celebration for new homes and jobs and all the things, maybe new relationship, all the new stuff. But you have to have a better, clear mind before that can happen. Think more positive thoughts.
Ice cream.
Ice cream sounds good.
That's a
Can't eat it,
positive.
but go for it.
Violetta, did they create an extinct dire wolf?
Well, there's all kinds of biolabs and they've created all kinds of critters.
Yes, they did.
One of them was a giant wolf. It's a
Was it the wolf or the dog man?
that it's a hybrid species. So let's see.
Yes.
Wow. That's okay. There's negative to this and that, but it ends with a positive. Would you believe that they use these for their hunting parties with pages? They did, but the good guys have taken them out, so that's good news. Yeah, these are for their nighttime hunting parties. They use them. Yes, allegedly. Wow. Yes, they did.
Not cool.
Not cool at all.
All right. Oh, we got that. McBoo. What's causing the severe fatigue I'm having?
Well, we got a lot of different energies going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask
Are
Pendulum.
you fighting somebody in your sleep? That's the first thing that came up to me.
Well, Pendulum is spelling out battles.
Yeah.
So you are going at it hard in your sleep. And unfortunately, we carry that back here, and it feels like you got hit by a truck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So before you go to sleep, you can ask for a break and say, I do not give consent to battle tonight. Or you can say, I give consent to battle tonight, but I want alleviate the pain and suffering before I wake up, and they can help give you a little bit of boost and give you some healing. Okay. So be very specific of what you want.
Suzanne, will gold and silver keep going down this week?
Yeah, they're messing with the markets. They're manipulating it. If it's down, now's the time to buy if you can. Everything is tied in hand. Precious metals. Of course, we know they've been manipulating gold for years. But let's see.
And questions are closed if you haven't noticed.
Okay. So they're confirming that the prices will continue to plummet, but it's an illusion. Okay, there's the moon card that comes in there. Because we know that the true price of precious metals is through the roof. This is the bad group manipulating the markets. Okay. This is a negative military card. So remember, just like we've got the good guys trying to get everything to balance out to RV, the bad guys are they're pushing against it. This is going to balance out. Okay, give it time. So agreements are being made. They're talking about it. It looks like this week they will continue to drop. Watch the markets. The base card is the tower, and the one underneath it is the wheel of fortune. It's going to look like everything bottoms out and nothing has any value before it's over with. They really want to pin a disaster on Trump. Okay. But we have to trust the plan. Trust God
Yep.
more than anything. No matter what Trump does, just trust God. Okay. This is his time.
He's got all the right people in all the right places.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh, yeah, that's it. What will Kinsley be like as an adult?
She gonna be like her daddy? Is that a warning? Is that I'm just curious.
Why am I getting hot-tempered?
I was gonna say, does Kinsley have red hair?
Yeah, that's the first thing that I got was right
Mhm.
there. Then I got that.
I have 2 redheads, honey. I know. My girls are redheaded. Ooh. Oh, she gonna be a redheaded Jen's. What she gonna be? All right. Yeah. She's grounded. That's an earth sign. So she's grounded. Boy, she got a mouth. She gonna have a mouth. She gonna speak it like it is. But the peacemaker. I get
Yeah.
it. Yeah. All right.
But you're going to
She
let them have it first.
does not like conflict. Okay. She doesn't like to see it, so she spills it off like, yo, knock it off. You're being a bunch of idiots. That's the way she's gonna be. Okay. Yeah. She's that way now. She's just going to continue it. So whatever she is now, put it on steroids. That's what kids.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. They don't have filters. My grandfather was a redhead, and it didn't hit my generation. I took more after my dad with the dark Native American hair, but redhead, and Lee's a redhead. So I was asking for it. I always swore up and down I did not want redheaded children. And as soon as my firstborn was literally in labor, and they said, "Oh, look, she has red hair," and I said, "You can put it back."
Jana, do I have any messages from my star family or the universe?
Okay.
You can do the star family. I'll do the universe.
Oh, all right.
We'll use the cards.
Let's see.
Messages from the universe. See if one flies out.
Okay, you're going to manifest more celebration than conflict. This is where you need to balance out a little bit. Okay, positive thoughts. Yeah, Queen of Swords. This is a thought process. Intellectually think things through before you speak. And manifest what you want. So your star family is saying, get your words and thought right. You have to think positive, and that's how manifesting helps for you. Yeah, they're advising you with the Libra sign to balance yourself out a little bit better. Okay, happy, happy, happy thoughts. There's your sunshine. Okay. All right.
And I get from the universe, you can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. Change comes from thinking thoughts you've never thought before and showing up to meet them down streets you've never walked before.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Remember, so that's picking up the same thing. Your thought process is everything.
Suzanne, will I put my mother in a nursing home or will something else work out for us?
Okay.
Free will. Let's see. Which is a better option? I'm getting the latter. Will something else will work out for you?
I'm almost getting more of in-home care.
Yeah, that's what I was getting. Like a resident nurse.
You're tempted to look into nursing homes. Yeah, but you want to be, they're too overbearing. You want to be able to be the one to take control over the situation. There's something very secretive right now. You're going to be called to do something else. Putting her in a nursing home. This is imprisonment. Remember that Eight of Swords is being trapped. No, something's going to be better. You're going to make a deal. Okay, that's a financial contract, working with someone in the community, possibly to come and help sit with mom in your home. And that's a financial deal. So that's what you want to manifest. That way you are in control of her care.
Roman, is the Florida state issued currency legitimate and part of the slow rollout? It's new and gold layered.
Beautiful. Hi, babe. You home for the day? Oh. The husband's home.
I'm getting yes.
Wow. Very positive. And there's the death card. This is to transition into the new currency. So they're just kind of playing and feeling the waters right now. It's a good thing. Yep.
I might have to open questions back up again. Bonita, if Easter is our timeline, what can we expect to see and hear? Please and thank you.
For Easter? Well, we're going to manifest positive. Remember, they say that the St. Germain Trust is easiest to open at Christmas and Easter. That's what we were told. Trump says it's going to be glorious. Something's incoming really fast to move us out of troubled waters. There's still some conflict going on, though. They're fighting. Okay. We're going to have to trust our discernment on this. Avoid the drama. That's what kind of puts you in limbo and slows it down. It's being slowed down right now. They're fighting against the last part of this enemy. Two of Wands. Tough decisions to make. So they're showing me up until Easter. We've got some conflicting things that are going to happen. The energy doesn't look around Passover. Okay, that's coming this coming Sunday. There's some weird energy around that is causing concern, and it's coming fast. But it says, don't fear it. We're going to move out of troubled waters. So come Easter, this is all pentacles. So there's something financial here. Okay. Something's going to get our attention. There's judgment. And that could mean judgment can be perp walks too. So they could bring some of these arrests out into the public. They may do the same, like at the same time, because perp walks are a huge distraction to everyone else while we would go and exchange, you know?
Terry, will I be able to come up with the money soon to purchase the C-meds I need?
Okay, love. Sister Terry, keep an eye on your mailbox. You've got something coming from me.
A jar of peanut butter.
Nope, not peanut butter.
A little honey for your peanut butter.
That's a great combination. That used to be one of my favorites. I would
Yeah.
rather eat that when I was a little kid than peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, I did too.
This says someone's going to have compassion and offer the money to you. There's your ace. Yes. Happy, happy, happy. Gonna be okay. Trust your intuition. There's someone in your family, I think. This is generational. It's a male. I think someone's gonna offer you to pay for it. Okay.
Mary, will I be ghosted on purchasing moving toasted today?
We're having toast, a moving truck. Do you need a moving truck? Like you've looked into one and you think they'll just ignore you? Totes. Moving totes, she says.
Moving toast?
Totes, like carrying totes, containers, totes.
Oh, moving toast. Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
It's like pods, those small containers.
Storage bins. Let's see. Totes. Well, this says you'll be able to do it. Yeah. So stop worrying about it. That's unnecessary anxiety. You've got moving forward and success cards here. So you should be able to with not a problem.
Totes my goats.
Totes my goats.
Well, I guess.
Let me refresh.
All right. Done. Check your coffees, your telephones.
We're good. I get to go see hubby and find out why he's home early. All right. We're good all the way around.
Well, we're good. We're going to leave it early then.
Yeah. All right. Y'all continue to send out good positive vibes, prayers
Yes.
for not just my state, my area, everybody who's suffering through these weather issues. And some areas need more prayers than others, but positive, positive, positive. We got to think that way. Okay. Kane, do you have a show tomorrow?
I have one tomorrow.
Okay.
You've got the hosting responsibilities on Wednesday.
On Wednesdays. And
All
then
right.
we've been discussing Friday deep dive topics. We'll come up with something.
Okay.
Do you want to do the one you were talking about? Because Nadia threw one in, I threw one in.
Well, no, because you've all been selecting the ones that I came up with for a while now. So I just assume one of yours or hers. Just let me know.
I'll get with her and we'll flip a coin or something, or I can beat her up and shove her in a closet with duct tape on her mouth, and then I'll choose. How about that?
We'll bring a shovel with you.
Okay. Always. Always.
All righty. Love and light to you all.
Many blessings.
See you tomorrow.
Love ya.
Bye now.